Shots fired. Kim Jong-un crying after threatening Guam and not taking Trump seriously. North Korea is becoming increasingly brazen in their declaration of war. Last month, they tested two intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, capable of reaching the U.S., complete with miniaturized nuclear warheads that could literally wipe entire portions of Hawaii and Alaska off the map. Now breaking reports confirm that Kim Jong-un is considering a missile strike on the U.S. Pacific territory of Guam, where currently 6,000 American troops are stationed. Now on the brink of war, President Trump is upping our military's show of force and sending a final warning to North Korea to back the hell up, as our military just arrived saying they're ready to fight in Guam tonight. Just hours after North Korea stated their intentions to strike Guam, President Trump warned Kim Jong-un that any threat to the United States would be met with fire and fury, but the cocky dictator is not heeding Trump's warning, where North Korea said they're now carefully examining the operational plan for making an enveloping fire at the areas around Guam with medium to long-range strategic ballistic rocket Hwasong-12, in an all-out act of war. In light of North Korea's most recent threats, President Trump has now deployed the Air Force to Guam, where breaking reports confirm that our military forces have now arrived ready to fight from Guam should they receive the order to proceed. The Guardian reports that President Trump has just deployed several U.S. Air Force B-1B bombers, who have now joined allied forces from South Korea and Japan for a mission over the Korean Peninsula as a warning to North Korea. Two U.S. Air Force B-1B bombers flew from Guam to join their counterparts from South Korea and Japan for a mission over the Korean Peninsula, about 2,100 miles away, The Guardian reported. It's incredibly important that we protect Guam at all costs, as this U.S. strategic military base is home to currently 6,000 American troops. North Korea has set their sights on Guam in recent days, since Guam is only 2,000 miles from Pyongyang, and would be extremely easy to hit with one of their intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs. Chillingly, North Korea has now successfully produced nuclear warhead that can fit inside its missiles, in an alarming report that The Washington Post released on Tuesday. The assessment was dramatically alarming, as experts previously thought that North Korea wouldn't have these types of nuclear capabilities until at least the end of Trump's first term. The Washington Post reported, the analysis, completed last month by the Defense Intelligence Agency, comes on the heels of another intelligence assessment that sharply raises the official estimate for the total number of bombs in the communist country's atomic arsenal. The United States calculated last month that up to 60 nuclear weapons are now controlled by North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Some independent experts think the number is much smaller. The findings are likely to deepen concerns about an evolving North Korean military threat that appears to be advancing far more rapidly than many experts had predicted. U.S. officials concluded last month that Pyongyang is also outpacing expectations in its effort to build an intercontinental ballistic missile capable of striking the American mainland. So how likely is war with North Korea at this point? Well, thanks to Obama refusing to deal with the threat of North Korea during his presidency, while cutting our strategic defense capabilities, things have now developed into a crisis point that Trump now has to deal with. Back in 2010, then President Obama and Secretary of State Hillary Clinton did absolutely nothing to stop North Korea, after North Korea made the brazen announcement they had enough weaponized plutonium for the development of 4 to 5 nuclear bombs. Now, thanks to Obama and Hillary's refusal to do a damn thing, North Korea has now been able to rapidly progress their nuclear capabilities, where they're now able to strike the United States with nuclear-equipped warheads. As war with North Korea at this point appears to be imminent, it's comforting to know that we have a very competent commander-in-chief who will do whatever it takes to keep our country safe. Political correctness be damned. On top of that, we have Defense Secretary Mad Dog Mattis advising Trump on the best military strategies, and if Kim Jong-un has half a functioning brain cell in that tiny head of his, he'll do the intelligent thing, and back the hell up with his threats to take on America before we blow his country to smithereens.